did it.
Me too. I
All right.
We all did it. Hooray.
But we want to make sure we do a quick check.
I'm looking at it. I see it right now. I always check.
Laurel.
Anal. Oral. Anal. Penis. Dick.
New
dick.
York.
Big.
Wait, is it supposed to be unique New York?
Yeah.
I thought it was I see Paris, I see France, I see Stu in his underpants.
We just said this off air. I don't want to do it again because it's not funny the second time.
Oh no, I was just checking because I didn't know that was actually the thing. We're not doing the bit again.
Oh well,
don't do the bit.
You had me fooled.
Oh God. Okay, might as well just get straight into it. Why do I keep wanting to say that? Hey, there, sports fans.
I don't know. Stop.
Hey there, sports fans. Welcome to another episode of Dose and a Half Cincos.
Well, I mean, we could turn this into a fantasy podcast if you want.
But here's the thing: is that we do have a fantasy basketball league that we're a part of. So
maybe we should do there should be like mini episodes where we get Orville on here and roast him about it's our fantasy podcast, but we just roast him for being corrupt.
I'm okay with that.
Hey, remember that one time I was bidding for a player and he beat me by $2? That seemed very
it seems weird someone would know to bid $2 more than me.
Remember that time I was playing for championships and then I lost by one fucking block? Literally one block.
I've lost that way too, so I think
I actually saw a commissioner's note that says something about like a blockers removed or something.
Huh, you don't say.
Yeah, it said like admin.console remove block team name.
The league should be just called Colonel Suck.
And if he's trying to make a popcorn reference, why is it spelled like Colonel as in like in the military? Why isn't it spelled K-E-R?
Because otherwise his team name mascot would be a kernel of popcorn, and that's not as cool.
It should be.
That's not as cool as a maybe he's like a military popcorn guy. Like he's a piece of popcorn, but he's in the military or something.
I don't get it. That's not very funny. You know, if it were a joke, I didn't get it.
Yeah, that wasn't
like a 5-star popcorn.
I don't know. This is not going very well. Let's just go ahead and start. Okay. Let's just start it.
All right, let's just go. All right. Welcome to another episode of Dose and a Half Cincos. This is episode number 14?
Nope, 15.
15.
Damn.
Wow, we've made it pretty far, guys. That's definitely a lot farther than I really thought we were gonna get. I thought we'd probably get to like episode 9 or 10, and then we're here going strong.
They come at you fast.
Yeah, coming at you.
Well, they come at us.
Number 15.
They come at us fast. They don't come at anyone who's listening fast because it takes us a million weeks to publish anything.
But we're gonna get better. I mean, the holiday season's coming up, and we definitely need to start catching up because there's. I definitely want to do a Christmas episode, so tune in for that. That's definitely going to be something that happens. But before we start, kind of getting off the rails a little bit, let's go ahead and we'll pull all of this right back. There is an update that I'm sure Stu wants to fill us in on. Stu, what is this important update?
Oh, hey everyone, Ben's back from Japan. Hey, Ben.
Oh,
no,
hey,
nobody cares about that.
I made it.
Ben's back from Japan, everyone. Hooray.
Konnichiwa.
So
no,
Ben,
there was one thing that came back that was more important than that.
Right. So Ben, how was it in Japan?
That was pretty great.
Yeah, that's real great. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, thanks for that. Thanks for the report on Japan, Ben. Thank you. Moving on to the actual thing we all need to talk about. Yeah, very important. Very important.
Breaking news.
I don't know if you guys, I'm pretty sure we've all copped one by now, but the Popeyes chicken sandwich has finally returned.
Yep.
Oh my god, I was so excited. And the more excited I was about being able to get one when Ben was not, or actually no, Ben, he came back.
No, I was
day.
there. I got it the same day you did.
Yeah, you got it back.
God damn it.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Are you happy?
I'll take solace in the fact that I got to announce it last week when you were not here. So, fuck you,
But
Ben.
we both got on the same day.
I got it several hours before you, though. So
No,
there's
I-
also that.
When you sent that
Roasted.
picture, I was in
Next
line already.
topic. Nope. Doesn't matter.
It does. It does matter.
Okay, here's the thing.
We-
Here's
we
the thing:
both
is Ben,
enjoyed that
sure, you
sandwich.
got the sandwich on the same day,
Yeah.
but Stu at least punched 4 people on the way to getting one sandwich.
Did you?
It's true.
You did.
Yep.
True story. Still wanted by the police. So.
Wow.
Yep.
Actually, I did see someone get arrested at our Popeyes.
Oh yeah.
No.
I saw your snap, and I want to get into that. But first, I want to get a temperature of the room on what they thought of the chicken sandwich. David, did you get one? I'm assuming. Don't you dare say no. Don't you dare say you haven't had one. Oh my fucking god, he's gonna say it.
The silence is making it only more intimidating.
It's either that or he's fucking with us.
Every time I wanted to get one, there was security, kind of like from the Joker movie. So I was like, dude, this is way too real for me.
Are you fucking serious? You're just
Is
scared
this-
to get a
I'm
sandwich?
serious.
Is this
No,
gonna be
I
like
don't
a
want to
s-
get stabbed over a chicken sandwich.
Well, then
this
don't
like
get
we-
stabbed.
Yeah,
It's
it's
that
that
easy.
easy. Just get
How
good.
do you no? How do you guys do that?
What do you mean?
Every time I'm about to get in line for something big,
you-
I always almost get stabbed.
When you see
I
the
don't
knife,
know. It's just I have a propensity to get stabbed.
when you see the knife coming at you, you just press square. Like it's that easy.
It's
CQC.
No, but
It's
that's the
CQC.
problem. Is what if it? Oh no! What if it's like? What if it's a different button? What if I'm handling a different console at the time?
Then press whatever fucking
Yeah,
Xbox
exactly.
controller is. I don't know.
I
Right bumper.
I don't know. I'm looking for square, and I push the
Hey,
Y,
hey, David,
X,
David,
B.
David.
What?
Have you tried getting good?
No, I can't do it.
All right, well, fucking David, you know what? I don't care. This is gonna be like a spoiler. So Ben, what did you think of the Popeyes chicken sandwich? Also,
Wait, we're not on the spoiler zone.
No. You're done.
You're done, David. Hang up. Get off the call.
I waited 3 hours to get that chicken sandwich. I told myself I could be in line for Hal and Ray's right now.
It's
Like,
true.
Someone got
Once and
arrested.
a half
Some lady
times.
was yelling at the staff. Like everyone was singing songs and shit. It was crazy.
What
So,
songs
a
were
couple
they singing?
things.
I don't
I
know,
want to
they're just-
get, I want to get into your impression of the sandwich, but I also want to hear about the shenanigans that seem to have happened at your Popeyes.
Which one do you want first?
I want your rating of the sandwich,
Well, we have to.
and try to keep your 3-hour wait separate from it.
Right. When you're eating something, you have to think about like the value of it, right? Like how expensive
Price.
it is versus the taste of it and everything. And I gotta say, holy shit, this is like a 10 out of 10 for me. 10 out of 10.
I am so glad to hear you say that because I have it written down here last week in my notes. 10 out of 10.
Oof.
Popeyes chicken sandwich.
It really is. It really lived up to the hype. I got it twice. It was that good.
Yes.
However, okay, if we're going into shit that happened, I feel
Yeah.
really bad because I went with Bowie, right?
Right.
My friend Kevin Bowie.
Shout out
And
to
he
Bowie.
ordered. Yep. He
Bowie.
ordered 2 sandwiches. We waited 3 hours. During that time, we got so hungry. We went to Burger King. We brought it in, and we started eating while we're waiting. And it was
Wait,
pretty
wait.
packed in there.
Wait, time out. You ordered and then waited 3 hours?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
I thought
Yeah.
you
How do they
waited
not
3
just-
hours
how
to
are they-
order.
No. We
No.
waited 3
How-
hours to get our sandwich.
how are they not just constantly just throwing them into the fryer at this point?
Dude, they look so disorganized back there. We're just like, God damn, we went to the wrong Popeyes. And then I went to the one in Fountain Valley. God damn, they went so fast. We got our chicken sandwiches in like 15 minutes. But
All right, I'll be right back. I'm going to Fountain Valley.
so after 3 hours, we finally get the sandwiches, right? And at that point, I'm like, fuck this. I'm going home. I don't want to hang out with you no more, Bowie. He's like, all
I
right.
have to
you,
take
Bowie.
a dump. I have to take a dump.
Yeah, I have to take a
also
dump.
went
Bowie.
home.
You just
I mean,
get
you're
up
my
in the
ride.
middle of your chicken sandwich and tell him you got to take a dump.
But we took our chicken sandwiches. We went home, and I'm like, all right, peace out, Bowie. I'm going home. I get back home. I check my messages. Bowie said they only gave me one. One of the packages was filled with fries.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah.
Was that from the disorganized one or the really fast one?
Disorganized.
one. So you waited 3 hours to get a thing of fries, and he waited a thing of fries and one sandwich.
Yeah, he wanted 2 though.
That's
Feel
a
bad
bummer.
for him.
That's a bummer. Yeah. Hopefully it kind of. I imagine it's probably settled down by now a little bit.
A little. Yeah, I got it this past Sunday, I think. Yeah, I got it on Sunday, and it went pretty fast.
Okay.
And I gotta say, it was still as good as the first time I had it.
Now,
So
did you get regular or spicy?
I got spicy.
Nice. Yes, I have written down here spicy 10 out of 10 for me.
It is. It really is.
And then I got a spicy one and I ate that one there. And I got a regular one, then I saved that one for later.
Nice.
And the regular one was pretty good. I mean, I'm trying to gauge it after, it's been sitting out for a couple hours, so, but it was still good. It was still good. But yeah, definitely the spicy one is the way to go.
So where does this rank for you guys in terms of chicken sandwiches overall?
I would say it's top tier, definitely top tier.
Okay. So rank top 5. Is there 5 chicken sandwiches?
I'm sure
that
we
you
could
guys
come up
rank?
with 5.
Okay. Top 5 chicken sandwiches then.
It would be a tough battle between Popeyes and Howlin' Ray's. That's gonna go 7 games overtime.
Definitely, you don't need to. Don't put them in order. Just
okay. That'll be easier.
Top 5, just put them together. Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't need to be like, number 1 has to be this one.
All right. Okay. Cool.
What's in your top 5, or what's in your Mount Rushmore of
Oh,
chicken
that's better.
sandwiches?
I like that better.
Boom.
Okay, so obviously Popeye's chicken sandwich has made its way there.
Interesting.
Howlin' Ray's.
Nice.
Who else makes chicken sandwiches? I'm trying to hold off Chick-fil-A to see if there's anything better that I like. Ben, any suggestions here?
Ooh.
Well, would you count this as a? Do you like the Raisin Cane's chicken sandwich?
I mean, that's more like a bread sandwich, right?
Yeah, it's mostly bread.
I haven't actually had it, but their
It's
chicken's
like
good.
it's
But
like taking the toast and then just
yeah,
putting 2 of them on top of each other.
yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that one. I'd rather just get the tenders from there. To be honest.
Well, I know what I'm having for lunch tomorrow.
Yeah. I can't even think of anything other besides Chick-fil-A that specializes or makes a chicken sandwich. I know McDonald's is supposed to have one. I haven't seen it or tried it.
I gotta say, I've had that one. Not that great. Not that
okay.
great. But I will say that I'm still a fan of their McChicken just because it's so damn cheap and
Yep. Right.
Yeah, 2 for $3.
You can't say no to that.
you can't.
Ooh.
But it
Here we
used
go.
to be $1 a piece.
I know.
Sorry, Stu.
Sorry, I got a third one. Even though I've only had it once, Birdie's.
Okay, yeah, Birdies, yeah.
I put Birdie's up there.
There's a place in Fullerton. It's another hot chicken place. Let me look up the name really quick. I think it starts with a C.
Kentucky
Cow.
Fried Chicken.
No, Clyde's. Sorry,
Clyde's.
Clyde's. Pretty good.
Actually,
I
I
don't
do like the sandwich over at that one place in Packing House District. I don't remember.
Free Birds or whatever.
Sweet
Bird.
Free Bird, one of the 2, yeah.
Sweet chariot.
Yeah. I don't even think I've had that many specialized chicken sandwiches, so I guess I'll just throw Chick-fil-A in there. I can't think of anything else.
Okay, so if you were gonna say fried chicken places that just happen to sell, if you were to include all the fried chicken places, would Popeye's chicken sandwich kick it into the top 5 in that round?
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
It's already there.
Popeyes is already
All right.
like my number one
so
fried
just
chicken
do
place.
Fried chicken places in general, then 5.
Okay, Popeyes number 1. Popeyes number 2. Popeyes is number 3, and then 3.
You just start naming the different locations. Popeyes,
and then 4 and 5. Popeyes. There, they'll duke it out for the 4th and 5th spot.
That'll go 5 games in a 5-game.
Anyways, I think we've talked about fried chicken enough.
I don't think
we could fill an entire season of podcasts with this type of discussion. So
Yep.
Interesting. All right. Well, I'm glad that you guys both enjoyed it. I definitely look forward to trying to get one at some point without getting stabbed. But if I get stabbed, you guys will get an update on
You know what? I don't think you are. If you were, you would have had one.
Yeah.
You think I'm gonna get stabbed?
No, I think you don't want it bad enough.
Yeah.
Oh, I tried getting it at lunch a couple times, and I saw the line. It was crazy.
That's why you go not at lunch.
Yeah, go at like
There
10.
is a new Popeyes that opened in Glendora by my parents' house, so I might go there
After Christmas next year.
when they discontinue the sandwich, and then the lines starting up again. Be like, oh, come get your sandwich before it goes forever. You're like, damn it, I missed the sweet window in between where people don't care anymore. All right, well, I'm glad you guys both enjoyed it. So Ben is back. So Ben, how was your trip to Japan? And bigger question is, do you still want to get ramen now after going to the ramen fest?
I think we literally had like 4 or 5 bowls of ramen in a day, and you know what? I could still go for more. It was amazing. All the food there was amazing. Like, holy crap! Like everything.
You're talking about the vending machine stuff, right?
There was a lot of vending machines, but mostly I just got water or Coke from them most of the time.
And
But
obviously the used panties.
And well, I mean that goes without saying. Stew.
Did you get me mine? I remember I asked you to get me some.
No.
Or did
but
they
I
stop?
got 3
They
for
stopped?
me.
Oh.
Wait, you can get other things besides used panties from a vending machine? You can? I thought every can of Coke that you
It's
got
just open
came
it.
with a...
You just crack it open and it's just panties spill out.
God.
Don't shake it up.
Oh no!
Oh no, panties everywhere.
While we were there, we incidentally went to a ramen festival, so that was cool. It was at the old Olympic grounds. So
Oh, nice.
I think
Yeah.
I think David might have been asking, are you unable to eat ramen here now? Has it ruined you for ramen?
Yeah.
Oh, are you asking if I'm just sick of ramen? Well,
No. I'm saying
No.
has it spoiled
Can
you?
not... Yeah.
Like so you go to you go to Daikokuya here in LA and you go, this isn't as good as ramen festival.
Do you just
in
yell?
Tokyo."
Do you yell at the cashier or whoever's the owner and be like, "You're a fraud and a phony"?
I mean,
This is not.
we already did that before. But
No, you just do that only to me, and I don't even know why. I don't even sell ramen.
well, I mean, because you're a fraud and a phony.
That's true.
Look, the hat comes right off.
I don't know. I think I still enjoy ramen here because I already got ramen when I came back. It's just
It's not the same.
No.
But do you
Fries
look at
every
it the
time.
same? Are you looking at like man, what am I doing?
I felt like I went to so many different ramen places and they were all good. I didn't have anything bad to say about them. But if you went to like a random crap ramen place here, it's just like, man, this really fucking sucks. I pretty much paid like $10 for a cup of noodle, you know?
So the good ramen here is still good, but it was just a luxury in Japan to just be able to go pretty much anywhere and get good ramen.
Yeah, the standard over there is much higher, I would
Yes.
say. So it's just that on average, you would get a good bowl of ramen no matter where you went.
But the craziest thing is like they treat it almost like kind of like street fast food.
It is,
where it's just like
yeah.
it's super. There's like
man.
even the cheapest stuff is like maybe like what $2 or $3 for a bowl or something like that in terms of like US dollar conversion. But over here, $2 to $3 gets you like half a McChicken sandwich now.
Yeah, no, like actually twice I actually got ramen from 7-Eleven. And
No.
it's pretty cool. It's not like, you know, a cup of noodle or a shin bowl or something. It's like, you know, an actual gigantic bowl of ramen, and it has like all the toppings on top in a separate container, right? And when you get it, when you pay for it, the cashier asks you if they want, you know, they want to, or if you want them
Add
to
hot
microwave
water.
it for you. No, you don't even add water to it. They just ask, hey, do you want us to microwave it for you? And I said sure for one time. And what they did was they just popped it in the microwave, right, for like 5 minutes. They gave it to me, and then they told me instructions. There's this little tab on the side. You pull it, and all the toppings on the top fall into the ramen bowl. It was amazing. And then all the packaging came off. It was
Man.
like you just pull it, and that was it. And it was just like so automated, and it actually tasted pretty good.
So it like transformed into a bowl of ramen.
Yeah.
In front of you.
Transformers.
What a
more than meets the eye.
futuristic paradise.
It really is. And I gotta say,
Transformers, ramen in disguise.
I gotta say, if we're talking about top fried chicken places, 7-Eleven has to be up there. Holy fuck, that place saved me so many times.
What, in
Like,
Japan?
You're talking about the Japanese 7-Eleven.
Japan?
Yeah. Japan.
Nippon?
Japan.
Wait, why would 7-Eleven fried chicken save you?
It was really, really fucking cheap, and it was pretty damn good. Not only
Yeah,
that,
but save you from what though?
from starvation. I woke up and I was hungry.
What do you mean? I thought all you did was eat there. How are you waking up starving?
Because I woke up and there's nothing in my stomach, so I walk across the street, go to 7-Eleven, and get some fried chicken.
Do they have other stuff besides fried chicken?
Yeah, but I didn't find out.
Like breakfast
Until-
burritos?
As he's walking out, like it's like that. Which TV show was that? When they King of the Hill. They were in Japan, and then they realized that they had been sleeping in the like living room the entire time. And then they open the sliding door, and there's like this big like bedroom. It's the same thing that's happened to Ben. Ben didn't realize that 7-Eleven had other things besides fried chicken, but because he can't read Japanese and he just points at stuff, he was just like, "Oh, this entire like whole country has been completely open to me now. I can enjoy the other things.
I'm not
I didn't
complaining
know that
about
you
it."
could." He's like, I didn't know that you couldn't only buy used panties out of a vending machine or 7-Eleven. You could buy
man.
fried chicken here.
That fried chicken was amazing. All right, let me tell you. No joke, that place every morning, 10 out of 10.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Like, is it like
Did
karage?
the
just, like,
7-Eleven
little-
guy
It is
go,
karage.
"Oh, you're
It is
back
karage.
again"?
like just pieces, not like the whole fried chicken pieces?
It's 3
Like-
pieces of karage on a stick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it was like $1, $2 or something.
Now, did they have other? Does this 7-Eleven or the 7-Elevens there have other 7-Eleven type stuff like
No.
Hostess donuts and
Nope.
breakfast burritos and no?
Yeah, but those ones are all filled with octopus.
With all squid ink, squid
yes.
ink, and the what do you call it, Masago?
Hostess a donut filled with squid ink
Yes, that's exactly
and the
what it
user panties.
is.
Oh,
You
well, I
just
gotta
bite
get
into
these
it.
then.
It's fresh. It's barely 16.
I was
Okay, all right.
I was thinking like
let's
the,
get out of this segment.
you know,
All
the,
right.
no. I want to wait in this for a little bit more. You see those Instagram food videos of restaurants at like high end places where they get the big wheel of cheese and they torch it and then they scrape off the melty part.
Yeah.
That's in LA.
Now, was it anything like that as far as the used panties situation goes in Japan?
Ugh, what?
Okay, I guess I'm having trouble trying to equate the two. What do you mean?
Yeah, I'm also.
What is the melted cheese?
So the
to
used panties
panties?
come right off of the person who was just wearing them. That's what I'm getting at.
So they bring over a girl and just shave it right off.
You know I think what Stu's asking is, does the vending machine show a picture of the panties at the time that they were being removed?
No. I'm
Oh.
saying, don't put words in my mouth. What I'm saying.
Don't put panties in your mouth at this
Don't
point.
put panties in my mouth. So in the same vein that they would scrape the cheese off, or maybe they could like, oh, do you want this one? And they bring another girl out, and they're like, no, I don't want that one. And then they press the button and it rotates to the next one. And then when you finally make your decision, you get your panties.
Oh yeah. We went to one of those places. I think it was
Okay,
high
cool.
school.
Little known fact, in Japan, in high school, that's like a requirement for everyone wearing panties. I won't say just girls because maybe there's dudes who's wearing panties.
I'm not the only one. Great.
Now, do you have to wear them on your head, or is that the etiquette?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
What did you learn in Japan, Ben? You're bringing us back. You need to teach us.
I learned that holy fuck, there's a lot of rugby fans over there. Jesus Christ.
Really?
Rugby?
I didn't
Yeah,
even know
no.
Japan had a rugby team. Or
Well, when we went over there, we tried to go to the ramen museum, and it was like, it's pretty much this amusement park that's dedicated to ramen, and they have like a whole bunch of history about ramen, right? But the city where it's in, or the train stop it was at, guess what's next door? The rugby arena. And guess what was going on at the same time we went? The World fucking Cup.
wow.
Yeah, I have never seen so many white people in Japan in my life.
Were they all like Australian and New Zealand?
Yeah. It was something like
They
that.
must have been
Oi,
wearing
oi.
black.
It was pretty much like, I don't know, like you go around Japan and everything is, there's a lot of people in Japan, but it's weirdly quiet. Everyone's, kind of kept to themselves. But holy fuck.
But then rugby.
Yeah, but as soon as those people, like the rugby fans show up, it was just like chaos. People are just like drinking in the streets, like taking up all the space everywhere. And like they transformed every restaurant that was serving alcohol into a bar. It was crazy.
Do you think Japan was ready for this, or they expected this?
I mean, they tried to be prepared, I guess. I mean, everyone had, it seemed like a lot of shops had stuff promoting rugby, but as far as the city being prepared, I don't know, or downtown being prepared. There were so many scalpers and everyone just downtown and just dressed up and whatnot. It was crazy.
Neat.
I think Stu wants to go back to the used panties part.
Oh,
All right,
okay.
go ahead, Stu.
Like I said, we could fill up an entire season podcast.
We could fill
With-
up a whole bag of panties with this topic. but
Oh my god. All right. I think we've already gone farther enough down this
damn this panty hole.
hole. All right, well, we're glad you're back. We did film a couple episodes without you, and
You
I think me
bastard.
and Stu were very successful, but the fans spoke, and they wanted Ben back, so I guess we have to keep you
You're
on
goddamn right.
for now.
That's right. Get those other special guests off. Who are they? I'll kill them.
Oh, I thought you were just going to take care of them.
They were the
I am
person
off.
that just punched your mic stand. That's who we invited.
Well, besides this week's movie of the week,
What is the movie? Of the week?
Terminator.
Oh.
Terminator.
Oh. Yep, that's what I saw.
Oh my gosh.
Ben's gonna be oddly silent when we start talking about the movie.
Wait. Okay, I put
Terminator
David on
Dark
mute.
Fate.
Hold
What
on, I
what
put
else?
David on mute. Stu, which Terminator were we supposed to watch?
I can hear you.
Okay, David's having a conversation with Evan right now. What Terminator were we supposed to watch?
Terminator 7.
Wait, is that
Sarah Connor Chronicles.
the one at
Terminator.
Universal Studios? Because that's the one I watched.
Yeah, I think that's the one.
Okay, good. Okay, all right. I unmuted David.
Okay.
I watched the right movie.
Oh, perfect.
Yep.
So besides the movie of the week, what else have you guys seen?
Well, I know there has been a big thing that came out recently, but I feel like Ben might have something to say about it, so I'm gonna let him do it.
All right, go ahead, Ben.
Wait, what thing came out? Oh, you were right. For the past few days, you know what I've been watching?
Simpsons.
Yeah, you're goddamn right. Holy shit, I have just been binging The Simpsons.
I want to get into that. I had a question for our Simpsons super fan Ben Somali, but
Sweet
but what-
can.
but what
Sweet,
but
sweet.
but what other thing came out?
Is Malcolm in the Middle on it? I think Malcolm in the
Jojo
Middle.
Rabbit.
You're gonna make me do this? You're gonna make me
I
do
did
it?
watch Jojo Rabbit. That was good. I
You
really
did?
liked it. Yeah, I did. Yeah.
I thought we were gonna pick that this week.
Oh, well, I mean, you guys can. I mean, I'll watch it again.
Okay, then Ben, shut your mouth.
Okay.
Shut your mouth.
Now we already know that
Save
you
for
like
the
it.
after
Right.
credit scene because
Save for the stinger when Ben tells us that he already watched the movie we wanted to watch.
yeah,
I mean, surely you couldn't be spending all your time watching The Simpsons. Surely you could have found 40-some minutes to watch something else that was on the same platform.
2 episodes of The Simpsons.
Do 2 episodes of The Simpsons even make 40 minutes?
It's 44 minutes.
Is it I'm gonna guess. Is it a Star Wars?
Yes, David. Thank
They
you.
have Star Wars on it?
Oh my
God.
goodness.
Wait, I thought they just had The Simpsons.
So, David,
Well,
what?
I thought he was talking about the barbecue thing, right? The Mongolian.
The Mongolian. Yeah, it's the show. It's the show about a guy with a Mongolian barbecue.
Yeah, Mr. Khan, the Mongolian.
Hey,
He's a bounty hunter, and he hunts
Man-
good meats.
Yeah, the
to be able
Mandalorian
to-
barbecue.
Are you referring to the Mandalorian?
You guys want to go get some Mandalorian barbecue this weekend?
Dude,
Yeah,
I would
let's
be
go.
so down to get that. And so you guys can have the Bubba Fay.
Wow.
Wow.
Damn, sorry.
He did it.
Had to try it.
Wow, he did it.
Horrible. Sorry. I'm
Uh,
gonna excuse myself.
Yeah.
Now. But Ben, can you
No.
answer Stu's question?
yeah, but
please?
all right,
Damn
for
it.
for real, let's be real. Real talk.
Fine. Yes, I watched it. God damn.
God, thank you. It's like pulling teeth with. Why did we even invite him back? Just go back to Japan.
I don't know. We got our episode in under an hour, and
Yeah.
I don't even think we need to edit anything.
Oh.
And we are 30 minutes in now. We haven't talked about one goddamn movie.
Okay, fine. Well,
Or
we can
TV
just go
show.
into right into my segment. Welcome to the Simpsons podcast. I'm your host, Spencer Molly. Today we're going to be talking about season 3, episode 6. Or actually,
Are
sorry,
we really letting this happen?
season 6,
All right.
episode 6.
Stu,
Lisa on Ice.
Mandalorian. So
All right,
the Mandalorian.
Maybe we can have a mini spoiler zone contained within the actual spoiler zone later on about Mandalorian. But I just wanted to see if you guys watched it.
Yeah, watch
So-
I have not.
And after beating it out of Ben, we
You
finally
really
find
beat
out
me.
the truth.
You really beat me, Stu.
Yep, we beat him off.
Yeah, beat me off.
David, I'm assuming, are you on Disney Plus now?
I just got added for using the Verizon deal.
So you have not watched it yet.
I have not,
Oh, motherfuck.
Nice.
but it's okay. It's not going to spoil anything for me.
Great.
Well, I guess I won't get any details then.
Right, so The Simpsons. Right, so
Oh my
episode
God.
6 of season 6, Lisa on Ice.
David, just take us to the top 10. Just take us there, please.
All right, so we're gonna go straight into our box office rundown for this week. There's, our movie of the week is our number 1 movie, Terminator: Dark Fate, with 29 million. Number 2, staying right there, is Joker with 13.5. Maleficent drops from number 1 to number 3 with 13 million. Harriet is at number 4 with $11 million. Addams Family slides from 3 to 5 with 8.2. Zombieland slides all the way down from 4 to 6 with 7 million. Countdown was at 5 last week, now down to 7. Black and Blue from 6, now down to 8. And then we have 2 newcomers as well, Motherless Brooklyn and Arctic Dogs. The sequel,
is that the
the long
Five Now
awaited
Dog
sequel
5?
from 5. Yeah, that is correct. That
Oh,
is the sequel
sweet.
to 5 Now
Well,
Dog
I know what our movie next week is.
Yep, the animated version of 5 Now Dog 5 Arctic Dogs. We saw a couple slide out of the top 10. Parasite was barely scratching on the door last week, was at 12, and it moved up slightly to 11. And then Jojo Rabbit, which is probably going to be our movie of the week for this week, was at 15, now at 12. Gentlemen, anything interesting that you guys noticed about this one? But it seems pretty straightforward, I think.
Oh, there was one that was interesting to me. And that was actually Arctic Dogs.
AKA 5 Now Dog 5.
Why is it? Because it's rated R. It shouldn't be in the top 10.
Or is
No,
it 6
because-
Now Dog 6 now?
It made a new record for the lowest opening ever. It broke a record for the worst opening weekend of all time.
Oh.
Yep. Great.
Wow.
How is that possible?
Well, I mean, did you know anything about the movie?
I saw a preview of it.
Yeah. I mean,
No.
you know who's in it, right?
I'm looking at the poster and I saw a bunch of names on it, so I was like, there's no way that a movie with this many big names. There's a lot of big names in here, and wow, what a stink fest.
Yeah. I mean, there just didn't seem to be anything attractive about it. It looked like they were just trying to plaster as many names on it as they could, and that just did not work at all.
But here's the thing: is Jeremy Renner and Heidi Klum are your headlining stars
Yeah.
for this. Heidi Klum, I don't really consider a big actress.
No, but there's James Franco, Alec Baldwin, John
Yeah.
Cleese,
Yeah.
Michael Madsen. Is that enough for you, David?
No.
Michael Madsen, what the hell?
What held the record previously?
Oh man, I actually can't remember. I think it was something with Melissa Joan Hart or something. I can't remember. No, wait, no, it wasn't. I don't know.
Clarissa explains it all.
Buffy the Well, no, it's not Buffy. Sorry, that's Sarah Michelle Gellar. Are you sure it didn't what Gemini Man wasn't one of them?
No, this one definitely took the cake.
So, let me just say this. Swifty the Arctic Fox works in the mailroom of the Arctic Blast delivery service, but he has much bigger dreams. He yearns to become a top dog, the Arctic Star Husky Couriers. To prove he can do it, he commandeers one of the sleds and delivers a mysterious package to a secret location. Once there, he stumbles on a hidden fortress overseen by nefarious Otto von Walrus, played by John Cleese. The Walrus' villainous plan to drill beneath the snowpack surface to unleash massive ancient gas to melt the Arctic and become one of the world's supreme ruler. To stop sinister schemes, Swifty enlists the help of his friends, PB, played by Alec Baldwin, neurotic polar bear, Lemmy, James Franco, a scatterbrained albatross, and Jade Fox, Heidi Klum, a brainy engineer. Leo, okay, that's this. Wow.
Stu, I understand that you really want to see Arctic Dogs for the movie next week, but you probably shouldn't have given away the entire synopsis if we were going to do...
It seems like a movie you would want to see, David.
Yeah, that's true.
Nothing can top Angry Birds 2, so there's no...
Nice deflection, David.
Damn it, they figured it out. I had already seen Arctic Dogs 2. I wanted to use it.
Welcome to the Arctic Dogs movie podcast. With me.
It would have been done better if... I think this movie would have done a lot better if Tracy Morgan was in it.
Did you almost say Tracy Jordan?
I didn't almost say it. I absolutely said Tracy Jordan.
Yeah, if Tracy Jordan said it, if Tracy Jordan was in this movie, I guarantee you this would be the biggest movie of all time.
Maybe if they get to the 5th one, then he'll be in it.
5 now. No, Arctic Dogs. What letter is it going to replace? The S, and then what about the A for Fortic Dog 5?
I don't know. They'll figure it out.
Okay. We did see a couple from like the top 10 Fallout. Lighthouse was one. It was number 8 last week.
Oh wait, did you watch that yet?
I know Stu did. Stu talked about
I watched
last
it.
week.
Yeah, I watched. I was on. If you were here last week, Ben,
I wasn't.
He said he'd be so surprised if it didn't win Best Picture.
Really?
Yeah, and he said that he'd be willing to buy a Kawhi Leonard Clippers jersey and wear that for an entire year if it didn't win Best Picture. I was like,
really?
Stu, you don't need to be that sure about it. And he goes, you know what? I'm doubling down. I'm also gonna wear a KCP jersey when I'm washing the Kawhi Leonard jersey.
No, I'm gonna wear them both at the same time.
Really? Okay, I will buy both because I watched it too.
Oh, what did you think?
You watched Lighthouse?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay. Well, go back to last week and have a discussion with me about it. And...
Okay, well, let me get the KCP jersey. Hold on, checking out. Hold on.
Is that also your time machine?
Yeah. Okay. It's sending it back to you in time so you can wear it. And there you go, Kawhi and KCP jersey.
Well, I don't want to spend too much time on it, but real quick, what did you think of The Lighthouse?
I really, 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 really liked it. I really liked it.
Now, see, I was telling David that
he had the opposite effect.
Everything about it was really good, just from top to bottom, but I just could not follow what the fuck was going on, and I attributed it to me being just a giant dummy. So I think it's my fault that I couldn't appreciate it as much as I should have.
I definitely had to read up a lot on it. I definitely did. But after reading up on it, I appreciated it a lot more.
So yeah, I think I was gonna go do that, and I forgot to do that. So I'll go back and do that.
But I mean, just looking at like a surface look at it really quick, I have not seen any Robert Pattinson films outside of the Twilight films we watched in the cabin that one time for some fucking odd reason. I don't know why we sat through all of that, but holy fuck, Robert Pattinson can act so goddamn well. Holy shit.
Yep. You never believe it by those Twilight movies.
Yeah, but holy fuck.
Well, that's because they cheapened his acting skills by giving him glitter. He could have just without the glitter, even better.
Yeah. But damn,
So
he
got the
really knocked it out of
sparkle.
the park. And William Dafoe, Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
both
Will,
of them.
like that's what I was saying. Everything was like top, like excellent. The acting, the way it was shot, everything was great. But like I could not, like, because I'm a giant idiot, I could not follow what the fuck was going on. So
Yeah, I can send you some stuff to read up on, but yeah, it was really, really good, especially reading up on that stuff. But yeah, David, you should watch it.
Okay. And then some of the other notables fall out of the top 10. Gemini Man from 7 to 14. Current War from 9 to 15. And then Abominable finally drops out of the top 10.
Wait, did you guys watch Gemini Man?
nope.
Fuck.
After what you had told me about the fact that like the movie was shot in a format that is unshowable
Oh, yeah.
in
I think
theaters,
was
I
that
kind of was
the
just like, yeah, wait.
was that the
Yeah,
week
that was
that
the one that was.
Ben wasn't here?
No,
Was
he
I
was
talking
here.
about?
I don't think.
Oh,
I
you
was-
talked about it.
I talked about it. I don't remember if Ben was
Oh,
here.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I attributed that to Ben.
Oh.
Okay, so,
Wow.
but yeah, like Stu was saying that the movie was shot in what?
It was like
120
100.
hertz?
It's supposed to be shown in like it's supposed to bridge the uncanny valley if you show it in like what was it? It's like
Outside of the
super
refresh rate of the
super
eye or
HD,
something.
120 hertz, whatever. But there's no all the theaters only have up to 60 hertz or something, or was it 240 hertz? Whatever it was, there was basically no theaters that could show it.
So maybe you'll
that-
see it when you hit like a home theater because I feel like LCDs are much more capable. I think.
Wait, are they talking about the frame rate of the movie?
Yeah. Like
Oh, I
the-
actually
not
don't
just
like that.
the frame. Well, I don't know about what liking it or not liking it, but apparently the way that Ang Lee shot it could
Yeah.
not actually be shown in
the same
theaters
format.
because no
Yeah.
theaters were equipped to show it that way.
Well, thank God, because I don't know. I'm just not a fan of like
You get
high
mo-
rate. High
Do
frame
you get
rate.
motion sick?
No, I don't. It just looks really cheesy.
It does
I
have
guess.
it has a weird like soap opera look to it. right?
Yeah.
Oh, it
yeah.
has that like sheen to it, right? Like there's
I don't
more
know,
like this
can't
extra
explain it.
gloss over it.
It's not sheen. It's like you're watching like a home movie or something. It's just like it doesn't feel very cinematic almost. Like they try to do that with The Hobbit or something, and I watch it, and it just looked like a whole bunch of people walking around in costumes. It's just like this feels really fake. It literally is just watching it like right in front of
Ben,
your eyes, and it's.
I got some bad news for you.
What? Wait, don't.
It was all
Nope,
the stuff
nope,
was fake.
Nope.
It was all
No,
fake.
don't.
I'm, s- I'm sorry, Ben.
This is all I have. This is
someone
all I
had
have,
to tell you.
Stu.
I
Don't
couldn't go
take
on.
this
I couldn't let you
away
live this
from
lie
me.
anymore. It was all of it's fake. It's all fake.
No.
I'm-
They. Why are you guys so mean to me?
Sorry, Ben. I hope we can still be friends after this.
We weren't friends to begin with.
I think we need to give him a moment.
Okay,
Stu,
I'll
just
shut up.
give him a moment.
Goddamn, you're gonna shut up because I know Stu's a big fat liar. All right, he always lies. All right. A lot of good people gave their lives to be in movies. All right, I don't know how they keep bringing Arnold Schwarzenegger back, but they.
You okay, Ben?
I can't wait. I can't wait until Stu just stops being a big fat liar. Can't wait until that day. Maybe he'll grow up one day. Maybe he'll stop being so immature and just feels the need to just spoil everyone's fun by just saying random, just false things like KCP isn't carrying the Lakers on his back.
Oh, barf.
Well, but yeah, so yeah, that's our movie box office rundown for this week. Apparently, it's a very sad day because we destroyed Ben's innocence.
Ben just learned that movies are not real. Sorry.
I'm drinking
All
right now.
So, all right, moment's over. All right, so let's get into our movie of the week. This week it is Terminator: Dark Fate. I have a feeling we're gonna get a really great synopsis out of Ben. So, Ben, what's Dark Fate about?
After waiting through the entrance line, you finally arrive through Universal Studios' door, where you can finally sit down and enjoy the Terminator ride, where you can also enjoy that one guy from Police Academy doing all the sound effects with his mouth. I actually didn't remember what that ride was about, but I remembered feeling pretty great about it.
Thanks, Ben. So,
Wait,
since,
the
Ben
guy
gave us
from
that great-
Police Academy really did all the sound effects
Yeah, you can look it up. He actually did all this
in the Terminator Universal Studios thing?
Yeah, he did.
Oh my god, that's amazing. I just remember the silliest thing I remember about that one was that, like, it's like Terminator. Okay, so Terminator 1 was the T-800. That was bad,
Yeah.
big bad. Terminator 2 was T-1000.
Wait, was it like the T1 million or something?
Yeah, it was the T1 million. It's like, what the fuck?
Wait, really? The T1 million?
Yeah, it was the T1 million.
Wait, is that ride still around?
I don't know.
I want to compare it to Dark Fate.
Yeah, we should go and do a quick Universal Studios check.
So, Stu, what are your thoughts on Terminator Dark Fate?
So this is kind of funny. I started writing my notes up on it last week, and then apparently I stopped and forgot to finish them, which I thought I had finished them. So my thoughts are off the top of my head. It was, I think, the Terminator franchise has been struggling for a while, probably ever since Terminator 3. Really kind of, and then Salvation was kind of all right, but then still not great. And then everything after that was kind of dog shit. But I think this one was surprisingly pretty okay. So for me,
so rating.
I'll give it a 7 out of 10.
Okay. Ben?
If I could summarize the movie in terms of enjoyment for me, it is definitely just a downhill slope. It started off okay, and as time went on, I just found myself questioning more and more things, and just, oh man, it just trashes you at the bottom. I don't know. There's just a lot that I didn't really like. There's some things that work, some things that didn't work, and really off balance, I would say. Most of the time I found myself just not liking the film. I would have to go with like a 5 or 4, honestly.
Wow, savage.
Yeah. I like this less than Rambo.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I know.
Is it because
I'm
Arnold
actually
doesn't-
the other way around. I like this one more than Rambo.
I think it's just because it didn't stick the landing. At least Rambo was consistent throughout the whole film, you know?
It was consistently bad.
Yeah.
It didn't surprise you with a sudden turn that it went downhill, you mean?
Yeah, it kind of gave me some hope, you know? It was just like, oh, okay, this could be okay. And then it just kept going and going. I'm like, oh no.
I guess I need to rethink my rating system, because I feel like the same reason I'm holding out on a 10 is the same reason I'm trying to wait out on giving anything lower than like a 5. So.
Yeah.
So for me, I probably would give it a 6. I mean, I was entertained.
Split the difference. Yeah.
Yeah, I was entertained. But I felt like, I don't know, there were some gaps that were missing.
I do have some gripes. I want to get into.
But we'll talk about in the spoiler zone. But I think overall, I don't know. Who would you recommend this film to? And then what are some of the warnings that we would give for something like this?
Well, if you are a big fan of the Terminator 1 and 2, and have been disappointed by Terminator franchise ever since, I would say you can give this one a shot. Real quick, maybe we can save this one for the spoiler zone, so I'll just say that.
Okay. Ben?
If you're like coming back home from work and you want to wait out traffic, this is like the movie to go to. That's all.
So better than sitting in traffic.
Better than sitting in traffic. Yep.
I like that rating. So
That's a good rating. I like it.
It sounds like we have a couple things to discuss, so we're going to go into the spoiler zone right now. So if you want to see this movie without any spoilers, go ahead and skip this to the end. We'll tell you about our movie of the week which is probably going to be Jojo Rabbit, I think. Yeah?
Yeah.
Except Ben is cheating and did the homework already.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
so-
sorry. I like to overachieve, Stu.
So, definitely, if you guys want to join us in the spoiler zone, definitely make sure to do that. If not, check us out next week. We'll be talking about Jojo Rabbit. And so, yeah, we're going to go in the spoiler zone now.
All right, David, come right over here. Step into this pod here, and
Why is it so sticky?
you got to be naked. No, we
Why
can't.
is it so sticky?
We can't send.
Why is it so
Hey,
sticky?
that's how time travel works. You got to get naked. For the time thing to work. And go ahead. We're gonna send you over there. Here we go. Back to 1984 or whenever it was. 1987, whatever. 1985. Here we go. Spoiler zone.
Spoiler zone. Okay. It's in the zone. Spoiler
Wow.
zone. Sorry, I don't know why that came up.
We're gonna get in trouble for that, I'm sure. What?
Can we just call it spoiler,
AutoZone
shall
ain't
we?
got shit on me.
See, now when you call them out, that's when they're gonna get mad.
Oh.
They didn't know that's what our reply. They might was like, oh, it's the spoiler chalet.
We'll
We'll
take
take you to the limit.
Take you to the spoilers.
Ooh, I like it. All right.
Yeah.
So, Stu, gripes, go.
So, I think one of the biggest gripes I have with the movie, which I could have easily knocked some more points off of it for this, but I tried not to, was the this whole and I guess it's maybe not necessarily there's just this movie. It seems to happen a lot in movies lately. With this, they got to shoehorn in the some kind of
SJW.
I don't want to say SJW, just like this. Some kind of message about whatever the whole thing where
Hashtag
it wasn't
future is she.
Yeah, where and is the moment I remember specifically, they were on top of the train, and they're talking about whatever was happening, and Sarah Connor's like, you're gonna give birth to the man. And as soon as she emphasized the man that's supposed to save humanity or whatever, I was like, oh boy, here we go. I knew exactly what they were gonna do. It's like, oh, she's not the mother, she's the one, blah blah blah. Okay, I get it.
Yeah,
I
that
don't.
was that was the part where the train derailed for me.
Literally, yeah.
Yeah, literally. Up to that point, I probably would have given it a 7 or an 8 if it had just kept with the same storyline. But then it felt so preachy.
I didn't.
And I was
And
just
here's the thing.
slowly declining from there.
Here's the thing. I don't care that it was that she was basically the John Connor of this movie. It's that they went so far out of their way to make it like that everyone thought she was the mother of the man who did it. Like, just say that she was the one. Fucking who cares? Like, okay, I get it. She's the one. Like, that's fine. Just say that. But no, they had to make a whole thing about it. So I could have. That's the thing. I could have easily knocked at least one more point off of my score for that. But I tried not to, because if they had just not done that, I think it would have been would have made it a lot better.
I mean, overall, I think it was fairly decent. I think it was. The action was definitely consistent and it was coming at you. And I definitely thought it was very interesting the fact that this T.
I don't remember what it was. It was a Rev 9, I think they called it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Rev 9 could split into two an exoskeleton.
Or its interior one could split off and do other stuff.
I know, that part was crazy. But then I felt like it was kind of cheap. I felt like at the very end, I got a very Transformers vibe from it. Instead of Sam put the cube in my chest, it was take the power source from my body. So blah blah blah, and then you can, fry his thing. I'm like,
which I remember when I saw that too. I was like, they did this in Terminator 3, so that's like the same thing, the same ending of Terminator 3. So, Ben, what do you want to shit on about this movie?
Oh boy, let me
Try to. Let's just stick to one for right now. Pick your best one, and let's just focus on that.
Oh, he's sitting
going-
up for this.
He's going through all his pages of notes, like, oh man, what's the best one? Oh man.
All right, so chapter 1. Okay, well, the beginning I thought started out okay. I wasn't really too big of a fan of them killing off John Connor at the beginning because, you know, if you're looking back on Terminator 2, it's like, what was the whole fucking point of that, you know? It's just like, that fucking sucks. You know, we spent this whole great movie, T2, like, with John Connor, and you got attached to him, and then suddenly just like, bang, he's gone for no fucking reason, you know? And it's just like...
They went back in time again to kill him
Wait,
off.
I know.
again.
Can we take a timeout real quick? Sorry to interrupt your rant here.
Sure.
Okay, yeah.
Because you reminded me of something that
Yeah.
Can we just like can we all agree that like the way they did like the whole old person CGI to the young person thing was fucking amazing?
Yeah,
Yes.
I thought it was they actually used old footage for that. I thought it was, like,
That's what I thought too.
Yeah. I thought this was like footage from T2 that I don't remember. I was like, whoa, I don't remember John Connor getting shot.
I was tripping out on that. I was like, holy shit, this is the best. Like the Star Wars, that was cool with Princess Leia, and then also I forgot the other guy.
Yeah, that other dude. Yeah.
Anyways, but this one I was like, I couldn't even tell. I could not even tell that this was not actual footage, or maybe it was. Maybe we're just a bunch of idiots.
No,
I don't think
that was
so.
totally
I think
de-aging.
that was new footage, yeah, for sure. That was definitely them fixing it. But man, what a waste for them to use it in this movie like that. I'm just kidding. All right, go ahead, Ben.
So yeah, aside from it looking cool, I mean, I was kind of a little bummed out with it, but I was like, okay, let's see what they do with it, right? Maybe this will have some sort of great payoff later. So at the beginning, I thought there were some really cool ideas, you know, the way that the new Terminator came in, right? It was really cool with that ice effect. You didn't really get that with the other time jumps, right? You know, it was like it was a little nostalgic, but at the same time something new. And same thing with shit. I always forget her name. The main actress, the augmented human, something Mackenzie. Yeah. Okay. Augmented human. When she came in, you know, she like appeared halfway through a bridge. That was really fucking cool. She just like not annihilated, but made a hole through it, and she just fell. You know.
I mean, I think we can all probably agree that the Terminator time travel method is probably one of the coolest things, one of the cooler time travel mechanics.
Yeah,
of like the orb and everything, and it just like obliterates everything in a spherical shape.
I'm just saying, like, this one kind of harkens back to those old time travels, right?
Yeah.
But it did something a little new. It put a little twist on it, which I thought was kind of cool. You know, it didn't like just say, oh, there they are. You know, she falls out of the sky because it was like not in the correct place or whatever, and he appears out of the sky, but you know, he just lands because he's a Terminator or whatever. So I thought that was pretty cool, and they continued with that theme. You know, like when she saves that dude's life, and then. Like, you know, you notice that she's starting to check out the guy's boot and everything, and you're like, oh, she's gonna say
here we
life.
go.
Yeah.
Give them to
Oh,
me.
I so wanted her to say that, though.
I know.
I wanted to.
But it was just like an man, you know, kind of thing. But it was
So
like
close.
They missed it. They
So
missed
close.
no,
a
but I
golden
like that.
opportunity.
I like that part though, because it was like you know, you kind of reel the audience in. And you're like, hey, yeah, you know, we're gonna do it. It's like, nah, psych, you know. Yeah, it was.
No, but still do it. Stop teasing.
Still do it. I don't care. Do it.
Just do it.
just do it.
Freaking do it.
Just do it.
But I thought it was pretty cool up until then, and then we get to. I hate myself for even saying this, but I was a little bummed out with the Linda Hamilton scene at the beginning.
Her intro?
When she says, I'll be back.
This part was just like a minor gripe, but it just seemed kind of strange.
Whoa.
Like
Which
her
part
whole-
exactly? Which part
Half
exactly?
the theaters
no. Her
cheered when she
her
said
action scene was great, right?
Okay.
But then she goes down to like finish it off, right?
Oh, and
she's
then
like,
she a car gets stolen, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, or it's like, I'll be back, right? And it's like, oh, that's so cool. And then she leaves them, and then, you know, she sees them drive off, and she's like, fuck. And it's just like, well, what'd you expect to happen, you know? You didn't say jack shit, you just fucking left.
But she said, I'll be back.
Yeah, she said, I'll be back.
I'll be back. And then,
Maybe she thought that people, the lives, or people she just saved would would hang around and think, oh, thank you, not fucking steal her
Ask
truck.
questions like, where did you come from? How did you know we were gonna be there?
I mean, if someone saved my life from a Terminator like that, I'd be like, holy shit, thanks. Not, hey, let me steal your car right now.
I don't know. I mean, like, maybe she's coming. She means I'll be back to finish you off. I don't know.
I guess that's okay. I didn't think of it that way. So.
Yeah. So,
This just got real. Actually, I'd like to change my rating to now an 8.
Okay, well, wait, what?
This fixed everything.
Okay, well, let's see if we get that rating a little higher then, shall we? Like
9.
When we
David,
going...
when Arnold grabs the Rev 9 and
10.
slams him into and machine guns him in the face, wasn't that
Actually,
awesome?
no, we're gonna
That part
keep it
was
at a 9 because he's a Rev 9.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god. Okay, so the scene where they're going over the border, that part seemed kind of weird because there was another dude with them, right? Or am I going?
Yeah,
crazy?
he got arrested. No, you're right.
Who was that guy?
It was.
Wait,
wasn't
there was
One
another.
of them was her uncle.
No, it wasn't the uncle. It was another.
Oh, it
dude.
was the guy who went.
Yeah, another coyote.
Oh, he just got. I think he just went into the detainment center or whatever. With
Yeah, but it was just weird because it was like, I don't know. They never introduced him, and you kind of saw him like sometimes. I'm like, wait, who the fuck is that guy? Because I don't remember them saying anyone else was going with them, so I got really confused.
No, he was there. He was their coyote, whatever.
Coyote. Yeah, that part. Was,
Coyote.
And then after
Coyote.
what was it? After the whole bombing scene, right? Where they were about to get captured by the border patrol, and that drone smashes into them.
Oh right.
Like, how come no one acknowledged that a fucking drone just like bombed the shit out of them? Like,
I don't know. Maybe they thought it just malfunctioned and crashed.
I mean, I guess. I mean, it like killed everyone, and they're just like, oh well, this is...
Wait, I don't think it actually killed anyone.
I thought it killed the border patrol, right? Or some of them.
Killed a couple of them because that's how they ended up getting detained. But they just it failed.
No, they were detained. They were getting detained before that happened.
Yeah. They were in the process of getting detained, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
because they were walking, and then she like runs up and like knocks her out of the way as it comes
Yeah.
down and kills like half of them.
Yeah.
But then there was still enough to be able to bring them into the detention.
I guess I
center.
don't remember anyone getting killed in that scene, but
yeah, and this is the part where I agree with you, Stu. They were a little like on the nose, heavy-handed with
way on the nose.
Yeah, like there. I mean, okay, the Terminator, he's border patrol, and then, oh my god, when the
whole body's a weapon.
well, I mean that part was pretty cool.
That was that was pretty cool.
Stabbing
So-
the shit out of everyone. That was pretty goddamn cool. But oh my god, when she breaks out of containment and she starts questioning where is she, and I remember the line, where are you keeping the prisoners? And the lady says, they're not prisoners, they're detainees. I'm just like, oh my fucking god, this is the type of movie we're going to be watching. And it was just like, you could have chosen like a much more subtle way to do this, but you just had to put this fucking line in. Come on.
And that's like, that was one of the, I was trying real hard not to let that influence my rating of it. So, that's how it,
I have to, because it's like it's like what you said. It's preachy. There's like a better way to do this,
Yeah,
but
you could have done it. They could just not like whoever decided this is the line to say. You fucking should lose your job.
Oh yeah, and like, what was it? Yeah, you were talking about the train scene and how they were talking about like, oh, you're gonna give birth to the man, right? And I kind of got that feeling too. I'm like, oh my god, they're gonna do it, aren't they? They're gonna turn this into that she's the savior of mankind or something. Because it's pretty obvious. Everyone kind of saw it coming, miles and miles and miles away. And then we finally get to the scene where they reveal it, and holy fuck, I thought it was gonna be bad, but Jesus, I even wrote down the exact line that they used. You are not the mother of the man who saves the future. You are the future. Jesus.
And then
fucking
they
Christ.
literally should have thrown up a hashtag. The future is she.
Like, I think
That would have finished it off. Just finish it off.
I think it would have been better if here's the biggest thing, the crux of the whole thing. The main actress, the main girl who's supposed to be the savior of everyone, I hate her. She was terrible. She didn't do jack shit.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
didn't
also
warn-
one of the reasons why I was like, okay, if you're gonna be the, if she is gonna be the leader, fucking make her do something.
She didn't do anything. She did jack shit. She wasn't likable. She didn't do anything.
She's all liabilities.
Yeah, like she wasn't funny. She wasn't like pretty heroic. She didn't do anything cool. It was just, and her acting was pretty goddamn awful. It was like nothing justified this whole story arc at all. And then they showed the scene in the future where supposedly she was really badass. She wasn't. She really wasn't. Great.
She talked
She
her
has
way out of it.
She has cornrows. Great.
Yeah, that was like, okay, let's settle down. Let's settle down here, Hollywood. Let's.
Oh, there was one scene I wanted to ask Stu about.
Yes.
So I know we talked about this in John Wick 3, guns and
Okay.
water, and the physics of it.
Okay.
How did that work with this Terminator? Because there was a scene where they did have somewhat of a.
Which
some
scene we're
gun
talking about?
action. I think it was at the dam when they're.
Oh,
underwater.
when they got underwater.
Yeah,
When they
they're-
went underwater.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, how do you shoot underwater?
Specifically, just shoot. How to shoot a gun in water, underwater.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, pull the trigger, but does it actually work if like?
Yeah, it'll work.
Really?
Okay. So it's not like in John Wick where they just fire and then like the bullet just goes.
Well, I can't recall a scene where they were shooting in water. Like,
there
were they
was-
were they
No, 'cause
completely
they were
submerged?
trapped in the car, and then they went in underneath the water, and then the Rev 9 was trying to get in, and she shot the window. That first bullet's fine. but
Oh, when
then
it was-
the car,
the car was
fills up
already
with water,
full?
and then they're still shooting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think it has some velocity still, at least for a few feet. But I think it after that it would no longer. I don't know. I've never tried to shoot a gun underwater. I just know it still works. I just don't know how effective it is.
Okay. Well, I feel like I was just nitpicking at that because it was towards the end. I mean, the other thing I really hated about the end was I didn't like how at the the Terminator was kind of silent the whole time while he's chasing them. The only times where he talked was when he was trying to, sneak his way in somewhere,
Yeah.
try to blend
Right.
in. And holy crap, he was great, like with all his different accents and him just trying to like blend in. It was pretty
Yeah,
goddamn
that
cool.
Texas accent.
Yeah,
Damn.
that's pretty good.
No, y'all know where I can get a chopper?
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell was that?
That was pretty cool. I didn't like how at the end on their final standoff, why the fuck does the Terminator try to fucking reason with them? That kind of takes away from the whole identity of the Terminator, this unstoppable force that's just constantly chasing you with no remorse or anything.
Oh, when he was like, just give her to me, it
Yeah,
won't
just-
matter.
Yeah,
Oh.
it doesn't matter, just give her to me. It's just like, what are you doing, man? You're
Yeah.
fucking Terminator. You take what you want, like,
I guess the AI's gotten a little too advanced for its own good.
I guess.
They should have just sent the T-800 back. He'd just be like, "Nope, you're dead."
I will say the best part of the movie was definitely the Arnold.
Yeah, we have gone all this time talking about this movie. We have not mentioned Arnold once. Can we
Yeah,
talk about
he-
Arnold, please?
But I
Can
feel
we
like
get back
Arnold's
to the
already a
Arnold?
foregone conclusion. He was going to be super awesome.
He was
Only redeeming value.
I really like what they did with his character. Like his whole I'm trying to adjust to being a human. I'm trying to obtain humanity.
Because I don't have a purpose.
yeah,
Now that Skynet's gone.
yeah.
Which-
But I liked his whole how they put a humorous spin on him, kind of like when
I do drapes, all the drapery.
Yeah, because when it was great how they cut into that one scene when they get to the rendezvous point and they're waiting, and they just cut in mid conversation with him, and you don't really understand what he's talking about.
He's
going
just
on and
talking.
on and on, and you finally realize, holy fuck, he's just talking about drapes. He's just talking about fucking drapes. And he's just so fixated on it. He's just like, yes,
Yeah.
and there's different kinds, and you have to know the specific job.
For a child's room, you
Yeah,
have
he's
to
telling the
use
story
a
about
pretty
the
pattern,
job
like
he
a
did.
polka dots or butterflies.
That
like-
was great. I really like the the T-800's fucking humor.
Yeah.
That was probably the highlight of the movie for me.
So if you had taken Arnold out of this movie,
Oh,
what
what's
rating
my,
would
what's
you
my
have given
score? Oh, probably like
Alright.
a 2.
it? I would have probably given it probably a 3.
Although Linda Hamilton, that's her name.
Yeah, she killed it.
She did. I was very, especially in her opening scene, that was super badass.
Yeah, I like
Um,
that opening scene. It's just everything that followed.
Oh, that was so badass! Like she slides out of the car, out of the truck,
Yeah.
or whatever, and then starts just blasting away.
Yep.
I was like, damn.
I also liked at the end how she was she had a shotgun again, like the same kind as in the end of Terminator 2.
Yeah.
I liked it was a good little throwback.
Yeah.
But see, no, lesson to the supposed savior of humanity. That's how you fucking be a badass. Look at Sarah Connor and what she's doing.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, who's this girl? She didn't do jack shit. Nothing.
Well, based on where it's at, do you think that we're gonna see another sequel after this? Now that Hamilton and random chick, savior lady, are now teamed up together?
So
wasn't savior lady? Oh, yeah. I don't know.
Oh, sorry. Then what's her name?
No, she's dead now, isn't she?
yeah, which was really
No,
disappointing.
no, she's not dead. She's dead in the future, but the past is she's still alive.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Well,
Remember, because she's a little girl, so that's. This is the part. This is the part where it like gets really confusing. It's like, how much of the future can you affect in the past without affecting the future? Kind of, because she comes back as an augmented human to be able to save her, so that way she can save her again in the future after Judgment Day.
I think if you think about it too much, I think your mind just explodes.
It already melted.
Yep.
yeah.
It melted.
I mean, I heard plans for this to become a new trilogy.
For Danny Ramos.
Is that her name?
No, her actor name is her actual name is
the character
Natalia. Oh, character name is Danny.
Okay,
But
yeah.
her actual name is
Great.
Natalia Reyes.
Another female lead that I'm not gonna give two shits about, named Danny.
Wow.
Preachy, are we a little bit? But
Don't get me started.
We're not gonna get started because we're running out of time. So, any other additional thoughts, guys?
I did have a funny thing that I went through before this, but Ben, were you gonna say something?
Yeah, I heard that this was going to be a trilogy, but because of how poorly it performed, I mean, I know it got #1, but it did not do as well as the budget allotted for. So I heard that they're actually canceling plans to continue the trilogy. So
if they're gonna make a Terminator that doesn't have Arnold in it, then I'm honestly not interested.
yeah,
So
seriously.
Maybe they can just reboot the original trilogy
no,
and then just have Arnold.
they
do
better
it
not.
again.
They better not. Those are national treasures. Terminator 1 and 2.
No, actually, those are Terminator 1 and 2. National Treasure 1 and 2.
Oh my god.
It is a national.
National treasure 1 and 2 are national treasures.
No.
1 and 2.
Terminator 1 and 2 are national treasures, but National Treasure 1 and 2 are the Terminators of.
Wow.
Nick Cage's career? What?
That was. I don't think that was the Terminator of his
wasn't.
career. That was probably like a high point of his career.
I wanted that joke to work.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Kind of like National Treasure 1 and 2.
How dare you speak ill of our national treasure?
Yeah.
National Treasure 1 and 2.
Can we watch
I actually
National
like
Treasure?
those
Can we do
movies, though.
National Treasure?
Christmas? Sure, why not?
Okay.
Stu,
I think
you
we
said
should do.
one
Yeah.
funny thing?
Well, real quick, I think we should do Die Hard for Christmas because that's a nice
done.
Christmas movie,
Done.
right?
That is a
Done.
great
Done.
Christmas
You
But
won't
so
hear me.
when I was getting ready to watch Dark Fate, I was like, you know what? I don't think I've seen Genesis, although I know I've heard it's really bad. But I was like, well, I've read it as canon, so let me just watch it real quick. So I couldn't find it anywhere, so I rented it on Amazon. And about 10 minutes into the movie, I'm like, oh fuck me, I have seen this movie.
And now you paid for it again.
And I paid for it again, and oh my god, it was so bad that I must have repressed it so far down that I just completely forgot about it.
Wow.
And who plays Daenerys? What's her name?
Emilia Clarke.
Emilia Clarke. Holy fuck, she was bad in that movie. Oh my god. Like, it makes her performance, like, or maybe not performance, but her character in Game of Thrones, like, likable. In comparison, holy shit, it was bad, and I can't believe I subjected myself to that stinker.
All right. Well, any other additional thoughts or stuff?
About Terminator?
Yeah.
Let me see. I just really liked the scene where he and they showed it in the preview, but I still liked it. Was when he grabbed the Rev 9 and slammed it into the plane.
And the
bit-
turbine.
and then-
Oh.
Oh,
and then,
rips
and then
his face
machine
off.
gunned him in the face. Yeah, that was. I was like, oh, I was just seeing Arnold like choke slam someone like that, and then that do that. Oh,
That was badass. That was badass.
Arnold's still looking pretty good for.
60s.
I would say he's definitely looking better than Sylvester Stallone.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, that guy just looks like a leather bag.
Arnold is 72 years old.
Holy fuck.
If they do, what was that movie? Leatherface?
You mean the Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sylvester would need a costume.
Oh, savage.
Yeah, just takes up the chainsaw
Boom.
and starts waving around. Adrian!
I would see that. All right, so we're gonna exit the spoiler zone. Let's talk about the movie we're gonna see for this week. Pretty sure it's gonna be Jojo Rabbit. Any other options?
This week?
Lighthouse.
I don't. Well, that could be like a side movie, I guess. I would say that, and then also David, fucking get with it and watch The Mandalorian.
Okay, done.
And all the Simpsons. And all.
Oh yeah. So
And
real quick,
all of them.
since I want to talk about The Simpsons, I just had a question for our Simpsons guy because I think I didn't get to ask it earlier.
Oh, yes.
So I started watching it on Disney Plus, and it starts. Do they just have it out of order, or did they literally start season 1, episode 1 of The Simpsons with a Christmas episode?
It was the Christmas episode, yeah. Yeah.
So
Simpsons roasting over open fire.
Yeah,
or something?
the Santa's Little Helper. They get Santa's Little Helper.
Yeah.
That was
definitely-
literally season 1, episode 1
Yes,
of
that-
first ever Simpsons episode.
Yes, there's actually a funny bit of trivia about that. The way that Matt Groening actually wants to end the series is the last episode would be about Homer doing something about Christmas, and at the end he's like sitting out on the front lawn or something, and it would actually lead into the first episode. Which would
Oh
be that
shit!
Christmas episode.
So
Yeah.
it'd just be like one big cyclical thing.
Yeah,
Wow.
I know. I thought that was kind of cool. So yeah, that is the first episode.
All right. And then another question I had is, around what season do you think would you say that The Simpsons transformed from like this kind of, it was kind of like, funny, but it was very like, it's very kind of like, it had its like, typical Simpsons moments, but it also has a lot of like these like touching like family moments.
Yeah.
Like at what point would you say it went from that to just like, to its top tier Simpsons, form?
Ooh, that is a high point of contention. For me, that would be around maybe season 4, I would say. Season 4 was like the tipping point. You got a lot of great episodes in there. You had like, oh man, I think Camp Krusty's in there. You had the episode where, oh man, what was it? Where Marge gets a job at the power plant. I can't even remember the Treehouse of Horror for that one, but Mr. Plow, the monorail episode. That's what it was. The monorail episode was in season 4, so that's when it's really started
Okay.
going off the rails, where it's just a typical family sitcom, and it goes into just zany
Total-
shit.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool.
So season
shit.
4 through 8, that is the
Alright.
golden era of The Simpsons for sure.
Cool. Oh, that's all. Keep an eye on that because I don't know what any of the episodes were actually called. So
Yeah. I would say definitely start from season 4 and just go through 8, and like that, there is so much good shit in there.
well, I've already started season 1, episode 2 or 3. I think I'm in by now. So
I think
I'm just gonna start from the beginning.
I would argue that season 1 through and 2 are a little hard to watch just because it
They're not
is
as developed.
it's not as developed, and it is more family oriented.
It's like it's got way like it's pretty heavily like skewed to like family, to like kind of topics.
Yeah, so it definitely doesn't
current
lean up.
events you don't definitely get to see until like season 3.
Yeah, there's not a lot of humorous components to it quite yet.
Yeah, Homer doesn't go to comm college in season 1 through 2 or 3.
No, he doesn't. Let me
basically.
tell you, when he goes to fucking clown college. Oh my fucking god.
Or he
Great
doesn't,
idea, Krusty.
or he doesn't get into NASA, or or whatever. So,
Oh,
all right.
oh, they're ruffled.
I just realized there was a movie. I don't know if you guys are interested in seeing this at all. The Ford versus Ferrari.
Oh, I am.
I want to see that.
Yeah, James
It's like
Mangold.
shit. That's out this week too. Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, we're out of the slump. We're out of the movie slump.
There was a couple of weeks where it was a little bit tough.
Yeah.
Is there anything coming out next week? Because if not, I would like to maybe do Ford versus Ferrari. If otherwise, I guess we'll have to that'll just be extra credit.
I don't know. I mean, I would personally really like to have an episode about the lighthouse with you guys, but
Okay, all right. I'll make sure to see if I can see that.
wait, really? You're gonna watch the lighthouse?
Yeah.
Fuck. Are you gonna see it by yourself?
Oh my god, probably.
I mean, just because you probably want to talk about it right afterwards. That's why. No other reason.
But Jojo Rabbit.
Yeah, Jojo Rabbit.
The lighthouse, great.
Well, I mean, two out of the three of us have seen The Lighthouse, so it's on David to see it or not. And then I need to actually read about it because it totally went over my head.
Yeah.
I feel like I should probably see it without reading anything, so
Yeah.
that way I can be in the same boat as Stu.
Well, you'd be in the same boat as Ben, it sounds like, too, until he read about it.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay, all right. I'll see what I can do.
Okay.
All right, so next week, join us for another episode of Dose and a Half Cinco's. We'll be reviewing Jojo Rabbit, and if I get a chance to see The Lighthouse, I'll see that, and then we'll see you guys next time. As always, I'm your host, David.
I'm Stuart.
And I'm Ben.
And we'll check you guys next time.
Is that your new outro?
Yep.
Are you trying it out?
And we'll catch you on another time.
Don't forget to tip your Reiki master.
And there it is.
Check you sports fans on the flip flop.